Hello and welcome to another cup of coffee with me, Sandy. Today we really are in the basement of the most wonderful shop. I don't know how many people know that Cudeca, the cancer hospice, has got the first vintage charity shop, and that's in Malaga. And it's got clothes, accessories, and from all over the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. But I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm going to ask my guest today, who is Vanessa, and she is the assistant manager of Joan, the vintage charity shop of Cudeca in Malaga. Hello, Vanessa, and how are you?
Sandy, how are you?
Oh, I just caught the beginning of it. I thought that I had lost you. I'm absolutely fine, but I see that have got clothes all around you. What a joy.
Yes, clothes all around me.
Vanessa, let me just
Welcome to my.
welcome to you to the basement of the wonderful store, which is the first one, a vintage charity shop, which again holds the name of Joan Hunt, who started Cudeca 30 years ago. And I want to hear a lot more about the shop, but I also very quickly want to know, how did you come to be the assistant manager? How did you start at Cudeca?
I'm from England, obviously. I'm not Spanish. I came to Malaga on holiday, and on the first few days, I saw a Cudeca store. I fell in love at first sight. I saw the window display, and I became a customer. Um, and on the second visit to the store, I asked him about volunteering, and I became a volunteer. I've been doing that since 2016. And then I moved to Malaga in 2020. And when this store opened, they asked me if I'd like to help run it. So here I am.
My goodness me, surrounded by all these wonderful clothes and accessories. And what are you wearing? Something from the store?
I am wearing something from the store. This is a gorgeous vintage blouse in the 1960s. Do you
Well,
like it?
I love it. You know, it's my colorings and it's my kind of top, but I can see there are so many things surrounding you. So let's just see what you can show me and show my viewers what your store has got for the people in Malaga and people who actually go to Malaga and find your store, because quite honestly, and you're going to tell me later where the store is so they can find you. What have you got to show me from, say, the 70s? Have you got something that you can pick up and show me without moving?
We've got things from all eras of time. So this is a really good example of something that we have from the 70s.
Well, I want to tell
So
you
lovely.
something. Vanessa, I used to wear those in the 60s and the 70s. In those days, I was
Lucky
young
you.
and I was the hot pants girl with boots up to your knees. The Lulu days, long before your time. And what else have you got that you can show me? I think that you have frozen a little bit, that we may have this problem because the connection is not brilliant. What else can you show me?
Another example would be we have various things. I think it's quite important to point out as well that Cudeca have 27 charity stores, including the vintage store, but this is the first vintage charity store in Spain.
It's absolutely incredible, and it's got
Yes.
Joan's
And
name. It's called Joan
and it's
Vintage.
the it started off as an online store, which is the first vintage charity online store in Spain. It's the first vintage charity store in Andalusia. But this shop, what makes it different, the design is slightly different, but also we have everything in this store is online. So we have a joanbycudeca.org is our online store. So
Ah,
everything you see in this store is also available to purchase online.
that's incredible. And what have you got
Yes.
in your hand?
So we have different types of vintage. So this is what I would call classic vintage. So this is for the customer that wants something classic from a specific era. So this is a dress from the 1980s, absolutely gorgeous. We
Yeah,
have lots of these.
right.
We have the shorts that I showed you, which are kind of 60s, 70s era,
Yeah,
which gorgeous suede shorts.
yeah.
We have accessories. So we have things like this bag, from the 1950s, gorgeous handbag.
Wow.
And then we also have, to cater for everybody, we have things for women and men. So we have
What
things
have you got for
like
men?
this. So we have things like this, really unusual shirts. Okay.
That
Lots of
reminds me
pattern.
of what a man would be wearing in the 70s. If you went down
Exactly.
Carnaby Street,
Exactly.
you would see men wearing the floral type tops. And that's exactly what
Exactly.
you've got
So
in the store. But that can be
exactly.
worn,
And we have things, sorry.
no, that can be worn both by male and female. It doesn't only have to be male.
Exactly.
And
So we have lots and lots of things.
have you got things that are, let's call it unisex?
Have lots of things like this. Now, the people, what I would call current vintage, so lots of people looking for vintage clothes, maybe a different age group. They really like things like this, which is called a crazy jacket in Spain. So crazy jackets. These are from the 90s, mainly. So I remember my era as a student. This is the kind of things that people were wearing in the UK. So we have lots of overseas customers who like this kind of thing, and the young people of Malaga too. We have another one here just to show you. These are really good sellers, and people, everybody loves them.
I
Very
would love that
unusual.
for me. I'm going to
Exactly. They're
ask you.
perfect.
I'm going to ask you what the price of that one is because maybe I will go
So
online
this
and ask to purchase it.
wonderful. So the crazy jackets are between 17 and 20 euros on average.
Well, I want to tell you something. I'm being very serious now. That one, if it'll fit me, please keep it because I'm going to go.
We
Tell,
will.
tell me how I can go and buy it from you. Give me the
So,
online slowly.
so if you go to joanbycudeca.org, we
Yeah.
have a whole online shop which you can go to and you can order anything. And for your first purchase, there's also a discount available. And we
Well,
can deliver it not just in Spain, we can deliver anywhere in Europe at the moment.
so I'm in the Malaga area, but I am in Estepona. So you could deliver that to me. It could come to my
Yes,
home if I order it online.
exactly.
You've
Within
just,
24, 48 hours.
yeah, you've just made one sale. I never thought I would be coming on for a cup of coffee with you and buying as well. Please keep that away and put it as sold to the woman who's
Definitely
completely mad.
sold.
It's sold. Do you have any
Thank you so much.
designer handbags at all? Real designer, very expensive handbags? Do people bring those into you?
We have some amazing donations. I mean, every day the donations are different and it's amazing what arrived. So to give you an example, I've got a little bag here. So this is for anyone who knows about designer. This is a classic Chloe bag. So
Ah,
this is a gorgeous designer leather handbag. So
absolutely.
we have special things like this. In terms of designer brands as well, we have designer brands from all over the world, both vintage and current designer. So we have a special area of the shop dedicated to designer brands. So we have anything from Gucci, Dolce and Gabbana, we have Yves Saint Laurent, we have Ralph Lauren, we have all of the brands you can think of in the world arrive at this shop.
I just love the people who are donating very good articles to you so you can sell at a much higher price than a normal charity shop because it is vintage and it is charity and it is for Cudeca that they are giving so that you can make money to help for the
Exactly.
hospice and
Yes.
also now for the children's hospice, which we are. When I say we, I feel very close to Cudeca because I've been involved with them in the Joan Hunt, Marissa Martin, and Susan Hannah days 30 years ago. So for me, it's very close to my heart. So I say thank you to the people who are donating expensive clothes as well as regular clothes to you so that you can make a nice profit on it. Is there a special area as far as Malaga? Because I don't know Malaga where you are, so people can find you.
So the is if you know where the Thyssen Museum is in
Sure.
Malaga in this in the historic part of Malaga. So that's the museum is on Calle Compañía, which is a big main street close to Plaza de la Constitución, and we are in the road that faces the museum. So we're very, very easy to find. We're in Calle Salvago, number 3, really close to the museum. So we have lots of people on their way to the museum. They stop here and they buy, and then they come back and they buy some more. So it's a very, very good location in central Malaga.
I'm so pleased to hear that. And you're open on Saturday mornings as well?
Yes. So we open Monday to Friday, morning and afternoon, and then on Saturday morning. We're not open on Sundays.
Okay, well, you need a break at some stage. Do you close for siesta at all? Or are you open?
We open at we close at 1:30 in the afternoon, and then we reopen at 5:30.
Okay, just to tell viewers that Vanessa did freeze for a minute, not properly, but the screen froze. So I'm not editing because I want you just to see what is going on and knowing that this is live and we don't edit. And I can just see the chandelier above your head. Don't move, but it also to me looks very vintage. So it looks like you've kept the theme of vintage all through the shop. And of course, you have got posters. And do you also have baskets that you've got your sunflowers? Do you give them away, or do people donate to get them?
So people who come to the store, that we have all of the leaflets and information about Cudeca. So we have the information about our hospital, we have information about our home care as well. We have information about how people can become involved. So we have a fundamental part of our charity is people who become members, who give regular donations. We collaborate with local businesses who also may offer prizes or for when we do raffles. And also thank you to all of the people, individuals who daily support us, whether it's donations or whether it's volunteers. I don't know if people know, but Cudeca, we have over 900 volunteers currently, and that is how we run the shops. So we have a team of volunteers for every store who come to help us, and they act as shop assistants. They sort the stock, they make the shops beautiful, they help the customers, and they are all volunteers. So people do that from their own time. And we also have.
How many clothes shops have you got in Malaga or in the Malaga area?
So we now have 27 stores, physical stores, and then we have the online store. Yes. So from 30 years, almost one store per year.
Yeah. And I remember Joan saying very early on, and she actually said this to Dr. Marissa Martin, that she's going to have secondhand clothes, as it was called then. And Marissa said, nobody is going to buy because people don't buy secondhand clothes. Well, what is happening now? What has been happening for 30 years? Joan was an amazing businesswoman. She was an entrepreneur, but she also was a great businesswoman in the UK, and she brought her knowledge here. And we are so lucky to have had somebody like Joan Hunt to start all this with, again, I'm going to say, with Dr. Marissa Martin and with Susan Hannah and the team. And it is a family and it's a team. And Vanessa, thank you for showing us around. But one more time, can you tell me where I'm going to look to order that jacket?
Certainly. Okay, so our online store is joanbycudeca.org. You can order online. We can deliver it to you anywhere in Spain or Europe. And also you can come into the store and collect or have a look whilst you're here, because we always have new things that haven't quite reached the webpage yet. And yeah, we can send it to you. So joanbycudeca.org.
That's absolutely wonderful. Vanessa, take care. Thank you for showing things. Thank you for showing me that jacket, which I've now just bought. You contact me anyway. And I look forward to coming to Malaga and visiting you and the Joan Vintage Charity Cudeca shop in Malaga, which is the first vintage charity shop in definitely in Andalusia and maybe
Yes.
even in Spain. I think there could be one in Madrid. I'm not sure about that. So let's forget about that. We're talking about Andalusia. Lovely to speak with you. Thank you for having a cup of coffee with me. And take care. And I'm going to come and see you soon.
Good. Thank you. You'll be most welcome. Thank you so much.
Take care. God bless. And to my
Thank
viewers,
you.
don't forget where the store is. It's very, very close to the Thyssen Museum, and everybody goes there. And when you go to Malaga, so until I see you again, take care, and you never know who I'm going to speak with next time. Take care. Bye bye.